Everything looks normal so far. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, people are socializing, and these two dudes ain't talking about nothing. Nah, like, they legit having a conversation about nothing for like 5 minutes. I'm like, why? They're like, man, get them BB guns out of here, bro. We built different. And proceed to pull out the yappa and get to blasting. But Buddy over here think he brave, so he got the Glock on lock. Blue dude calls his bluff like, if you feeling froggy, jump, my boy. So he does. Instant regret. His twin tells him, bro, stop being soft. Ain't you bulletproof? Blue dude like, sorry, but I beg to differ looking. If you ever see anybody do this, that means they about to take a super L. He saw like 6 people fall from the sky and he instantly dropped his weapon, acting like he want to box. Like, what? What are you doing? These are superheroes. You gonna need that weapon, my boy. This ain't no Golden Gloves tournament. They about to body you and Blue Thanos over there. Dun 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 dun. Omniman shows up and is ready to throw hands. He saves backup Batman and the other citizens washed up Wolverine was trying to save. The way he did it was messed up too, like dude had heavy Goku vibes, stealing the win like that. Then shaded lackluster Logan like, ooh, you gotta be quicker than that. Dude looking at him like, bruh, you a goofy for that, but alright, you got it. We then cut to the home of the main protagonist, Mark Grayson, with his mom coming down the steps. Mark talks about his dad, Omni-Man, saving the White House. Right on cue, Omni-Man flies in, darting for the back like, hi family, bye family, what's for dinner? Mark's mom like, me, what you mean? Mark tells them to get a room, and his mom tells him to chill before they go make him a brother. The next day at school, Eddie Brock tries to hit on Lauryn Hill, wondering why she left him on red, but she ain't going. He pulls her back like he Ike Turner or something, and Mark is not here for it. His friend tried to tell him to fall back a little bit, but Mark like, nah, buddy, really asking for it. His friend like, alright, don't say I ain't warn you. Mark on some, why don't you pick on someone your own size? Dude like, yeah, alright. Bam! Hit him with a smooth 2-piece with a side biscuit and a drink. Omni-Man starts training Mark, and after a series of regular training, hits Mark with a punch that was a little too heavy-handed. Mark like, dad, that felt like a little personal, my guy. Like, I just got my powers yesterday and you hit me like I hit your mustache trimmers. Omni-Man admits he kinda went in, so his bad, and they go home. The next day at school, Mark is greeted by teenage Brock Lesnar, who reminds Mark that since he caught him lacking, it's over with. But he knows there's something different about Mark. But he ain't got no worries. He hit Mark with a One Piece, no anime, but realized Mark ain't get full. Mark on some feed me more type stuff, leaving Buddy shook as he calls Mark a freak and walks off. Later on, Mark flies around the city looking for some action when he spots the Thing from the Fantastic Four, running with some goons who just pulled off a robbery. He asks Mark who he supposed to be. Mark like, man, I don't know, name dropping soon, just wait on it. They end up fighting each other till Mark gets a good hit on dude, knocking him out, and it's revealed that there's a person underneath all that rock. Mark like, dang, I thought he was a villain, but I just took out another brother out in these streets. Shame on me. After some credits roll, we cut back to subpar superheroes, each one going through their own individual situation before their smartwatch starts beeping, alerting them to go to Stark Tower, wherever they meet up. Everybody is confused because nobody threw up the bat signal, so they like, what's really going on? Make it make sense. And as a viewer, you notice these things and they start to seem sus real quick. All of a sudden, Fugazi Flash pushes wannabe Wolverine out the way with his super speed. He sees Omni-Man rushing him. I ain't gonna lie, man, no matter what the reason was at that moment, bro, it looked personal, like he was waiting on that one. Omni-Man sees this as an issue, so he picks him to be his first victim. After eating a few hits, Omni-Man grabs dude's head and literally squeezes the life out of him. He pops his head like a water balloon and that's the first kill. Wow. Logan makes sure one-off Wonder Woman is okay, saying that somebody must be controlling Omni-Man, cause bro may be a donkey sometimes, but he ain't never been this savage. She tells him that even if that's the case, it's either him or them. Logan like, say less, I ain't really like fam like that no way, let's smoke him. All of a sudden she hit Omni-Man so hard he had to have at least 5 concussions at once, but he shakes it off like it ain't nothing. Sends old girl flying, takes a weapon, and knocks off the fish dude's head. Yes, like knocks it off. Now he ain't have to do him like that now, like come on bro. It's sushi everywhere, fish fillets, sardines, bro, it's just nasty. Omni-Man punches a hole through Logan and straight up breaks washed up Wonder Woman's neck, man, and all Logan can say is, why? Omni-Man, why? Omni-Man says, hold that thought, bruh, and chops off dude's head with his hand. What makes it so disrespectful is Omni-Man didn't even say nothing the whole fight. Like, it's like not even a shriek of regret, not a I'm sorry, shaking my head, nothing. He just assassinates dude and his friends, like it's nothing. An exhausted Omni-Man falls over, and that's how this episode really ends. Omni-Man is the only one that's still alive. That's when we're introduced to the head of the Special Force, Cecil. Miss Grayson wakes up to no Omni-Man, feeling somewhat lost, but is greeted by her son, ensuring that everything is probably fine. Special agents then come to their door, and they realize that something's up. I guess Bobby from King of the Hill grew up and is now a special agent. Bobby gets word that there's a disturbance in town, and Mark sees this as the perfect opportunity to see what he's made of. Mark flies into the city and spots aliens coming out of a portal that definitely does not look like the ones from Doctor Strange movies. They attack the city and people are literally exploding on contact. Mark tries to tell them to stop firing, but he's too timid and they keep killing people as he's talking. Mark then sees one try to take out Aunt May, and that was the last straw. Mark grabs Triple H's sledgehammer and hits Piccolo's cousin with it. The heroes are overwhelmed and all seems lost until the aliens realize that they forgot to bring their aging cream. They turn super old and fragile all of a sudden, and the heroes are spared. They hit them with a retreat and skedaddled up out of there. The leader walking all slow and looking back like, yeah, I'll be back. Man, get your weak ass. Cecil says Invincible better be ready next time. AI or EI, Mark Grayson. Robot says why, but Cecil rudely walks away and teleports back to the Guardian's crime scene. He learns that whoever did this cut out the power and turned off the cameras. Cecil saw his own breath and knew what time it was, so he told everybody but Bobby Hill to get out. Suddenly we see a mysterious character appear who may or may not be the love child of two other characters you know. His name is Darkblood, and by touching spilled blood, he can see its history and how it got there. He gets suspicious himself, but Cecil resents him and wants nothing to do with dude, so he left. The next day at school, Amber walks up to Mark trying to flirt a little bit with small talk, talking about how she heard he took one for the team again. Mark slick curved her though, like, yeah, I sure did, dang, that's crazy. Well, I better be on my way, I'ma holler at you. Amber looking like, oh, okay. Meanwhile, Loverboy trying to see what Adam Eve on, like, let's try a new thing. Oh baby, let's spark a new flame. Look at Eve walks up to Rexplode and kisses him to let folks know what it is. Bro starts trying to sun Mark, saying they really don't need him like that because they beat the aliens on their own. Robot calls Cap and asks Invincible to help them with their missions. Invincible like, bet. Mark starts talking to them about his day, how he met the other heroes. Then he starts talking about Rexplode don't like me. I don't know what's his deal, but I think him and Eve might be a thing. Like, what? What you mean? They kissed in front of you for like a while. Stop being in denial, bruh. They came in deep and Rex like, yo, Robot, they ain't getting old. What's up? Robot explained that they must have found a way to fight the weakness. Rex like, how? It's been like 3 days. Robot said 3 days for us, it's like 3 decades for them. Scarface came through like, yeah, we good now. Yeah, so let's try this again. They going back and forth a little bit, but then the aliens started winning. Eve like, alright, let me quit playing with y'all and get serious. We got a city to save. So she threw this big energy wave and just started wiping them out like, no! They took the round with the quickness, like, retreat. They look, dude just like, look at dude right there. Look at he act like he wanted to smoke Eve. Mark realizing that the only piece of superhero nah he ever may experience is about to bite the dust. Instantly gives him a boost and bro starts bodying everybody. Mark goes in on the leader, throwing fists back to back. He saves Eve and they cut back to dudes so beat up, man, it don't look like he can even see. Things go from bad to worse as bro realizes his Apple Watch just malfunctioned and him and his set start aging again. But hey, that's what happens when you buy one from dude at the gas station selling Apple Watches for $20. They all start aging again and you already know what's next. Retreat? The leader looking like, I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you and the meddling kids. It's not long before they start sparring again. Right after he taunts Mark lands a good shot on Omni-Man. Mark like, yeah, I'm the man of the house now. Now you take out the trash. Cecil explains that there's something coming toward Earth and coming fast. Omni-Man like, it's light work, I got it. Mark like, nah dad, let me do two of what I just did to you. Omni-Man like, bruh, you lucky you my son for real, cause you ain't about to keep talking slick, young blood. It was all a test. There's a space cop dude telling Mark that he pulls off this drill to make sure the planet heroes are keeping it safe. He thought Mark was Omni-Man. Mark like, nah bro, I'm his son. Dude like, I can't tell. I high-key handled you no problem, but alright. Cecil questions Omni-Man, slick trying to get him to confess, but Omni-Man already got his alibi together. Cecil like, alright bro, but don't think this is over, cause bingo night don't start till 7, so I'm gonna be on you all day, waiting for you to slip. He leaves and Omni-Man looking like he ready for a part 2. These boys are relentless. They will not stop. This leader got a whole Iron Man Hulk suit, and their technology is even more advanced than before, making them immune to the current timeline aging process. Robot like, yep, it's over. It's over with. Good working with y'all, but this ball game. He hit Mark with a whole KFC family bucket with 10 sides and 6 old biscuits. He was going in. Then all of a sudden, Omni-Man swooped in like snatch. Grabbed dude by his little head like, alright, nah, ain't nobody abusing my son but me. And you already know what time it is. Retreat! Everybody running. The leader trying to control his men like, get back in there and fight. Like, they like, no! He the last one left and he's staring down Omni-Man like, yeah, you win this round, but I'll be back. Omni-Man like, nah, playboy, not this time. I'm gonna have fun with you. And launched himself and dude into the portal. Omni-Man straight up tells dude like, look, I don't think you F-boys understand, but Earth is not your planet to conquer. Instantly, Omni-Man rushes the leader, grabs him, and pushes him through buildings until he is half of a body, then until he's just a head, and then squashes his head in his hand. He then proceeds to destroy the entire planet with the sheer force of his body. So since time works differently there, although it looked like he had only did this for like 3 minutes, for them, it's been like 3 years of him terrorizing the planet straight, 3 years, which is crazy. He dropped like half the planet upon himself and escapes out the portal to go home. Omni-Man returns home, got a whole new look, looking like he ready to shoot an Old Spice commercial, but nobody asks questions. They're just happy to see him and he's happy to see them. The TV is on where the news reporter puts out to the public that the Guardians of the Globe are in fact dead. Omni-Man looks deterred, and this is how our episode ends. Fresh after finding out that the Guardians of the Globe have properly been smoked, the city of Townsville have a memorial for their fallen heroes. Guess who's speaking on their behalf? Omni-Man, the same one who killed the heroes in the first place. Like, you have to be on a real high level of savagery to go to a wake or a funeral and speak sincerely about the dead, knowing the whole time you the one that did it, OJ. Everyone leaves and the only ones left are Omni-Man and Darkblood. He emerges from out of nowhere looking like, something seems a little fishy about all this, R.I.P. Omni-Man told DeBoer Jr. that he best be on his way cause he ain't do nothing and he ain't got time to play around. Darkblood like, yeah, that's cool. It's only a matter of time though before you slip up, my boy, and when I find the truth, you're gonna lose all these people that follow you, both in real life and on Instagram. We cut to Cecil offering Robot a job as his personal paperboy, new leader and advisor of the new Guardians of the Globe. Robot says he could use a gig because his ends is running out, so he eventually accepts. Mark and his family are at home and his mom is trying to assure him that things will be fine and that he should go back to doing things like he would usually do. Be normal. Mark gets to talking crazy to his mom like, hey, people out here dying left and right and you want me to just get over it? GTFOH with that BS. Omni-Man like, look you little mutt, I've been letting things slide, but now I'm on your neck. Change your tone when you're talking to her, cause the only one that gets to disrespect your mama in this household is me. Eve comes to the hideout looking for Rex, but instead finds Duplicate coming out the shower. Eve like, where's Rex? Duplicate like, Rex who? Eve like, yeah, alright, where he at? She looks in the shower and sees Rex red-handed creeping with the girl next door. Eve is over it at this point, but things go from bad to wow as she sees the other two clones come out. Man, Rex was turning up, wasn't he? Robots started naming the new members, in which one was named Monster Girl. Rex laughs like, who let iCarly in here, bruh? She is not a hero. But she checks Rex like, wow, you really try to come for me, but we all know you talk all that gang because you trying to compensate for something. or lack thereof. Rex gets mad and is ready to throw hands with a child, but man, she hit him with a nasty hook that sent dude flying DBZ style. Monster Girl turned into a real monster and started eating whatever Rex had to serve like light work, and knocked his teeth out. Invincible like, shouldn't we help dude out? Eve like, he'll be alright, I think he got plenty of energy. What you mean? Eve flies away mad. Mark catches up with her asking what's wrong, and that's when she tells Mark what happened. Mark like, yes, now I got a chance. I mean, dang, that's messed up, that's crazy. I'm sorry. Back at the hideout, Robot is trying to designate a leader. That's when we see Samuel Jackson take a stand. His name is Black Samson, and he used to be part of the Guardians of the Globe until he got kicked out for losing his powers. Now I gotta interject here. First of all, I don't know who named this man Black Samson, but y'all doing too much, bruh. Like, chill. And why did they kick him out for not having superpowers no more? I mean, Darkwing was still on the team, and he ain't got no powers. Even broken, beaten up, and battered, Rex still be going off the handle, talking about whose mans is this? He ain't even got no powers. No wonder he got kicked out, and he wouldn't have been able to save the Guardians when they got smoked that day. Billy Blank leaned in, looking like, look, youngin', you lucky I'm on parole. Otherwise, I would have done you like old girl just did. Besides, I'm the most experienced. Rex like, yeah, the most experienced at losing your powers. This man is stupid. Later on, Rex tries to make it up to Eve, but she ain't going because she can do all bad by herself. She flies away thinking, yeah, let me go check on my plan B real quick. But then she sees the worst thing she could have at that moment. Mark and Amber on some
"Can you feel the love tonight?"
type energy. I'm sure after that she went home listening to a whole Destiny's Child playlist for closure. We cut to Captain America walking by a bunch of superpowered criminals, one of which happens to be the blue guy. He jumps Cap and breaks out, along with his clone. They see what looks like a dead end, and Blue do like, what now? His twin like, I'm surprised you ain't see this coming, little bro. He used his own clone as a shield to get through. Then told him it's been real, but he can just make another one anyway. That's wild. And he escapes. We look behind the curtain and there's Robot and Cecil watching the whole thing unfold. Cecil like, you think the new Guardians are ready for this? Robot like, I mean, they decent, but we still got work to do. Dark Blood pops up at Miss Grayson's house questioning the massacre and Omniman's potential involvement in it. Debbie like, I don't know nothing cuz, but you need to bounce cause your face gonna give me nightmares. Omniman comes down wanting to know what's going on cause he heard something. Debbie like, oh no, it's nothing, I was just coming to bed. Omniman like, sticks around, sees his own Omni breath and knows Dark Blood been around. And that's how our episode ends. Debbie's consoling Finicky Flash's widow, but she already on game telling Debbie that she feel like the government knows something, but they ain't trying to say nothing. Now she got Debbie thinking, and that's when she asks her, so do heroes lie? You know, like Flash? Old girl like, of course. Flash lied to me all the time. She knew something was wrong when he told her everything would be alright. But yeah, anyway, you can help me sell my house though so I can go back to Russia. Debbie pulls out the Henny and does her research on Dark Blood, trying to get more insight since Omni-Man won't act like he don't know nothing. Speaking of evil Superman, him and Mark walk in the house and Debbie puts away the tea machine just in time. Mark talks about how he got a date with Amber and his mom over here teasing him along with his dad, like she wasn't just doing some hard-hitting TMZ work a minute ago. Omni-Man like, hey, he about to go knock on some boots, why can't we do it? It's been long enough. Debbie gonna do it, but she turns the conversation to how Olga want her to sell the house and how she thinks there's a conspiracy with the government and the death of the Guardians. Omni-Man must have been watching Yu-Gi-Oh recently, because he went straight into defense mode talking about, shouty a whole drunk anyway. Debbie like, Nolan? He said, what? Remember the Christmas party? She was drunk and high at the same time drinking champagne on the airplane. Debbie looking like, wow, this dude really ain't got no chill. At some point, Omni-Man finds Dark Blood pouring up and immediately switched to attack mode, ready to take away the rest of Dark Blood's life points. Omni-Man basically said, dude, hey, you crossed the line for coming to my home scaring my wife. That's an automatic foul. Dark Blood like, what you gonna do, smoke me like you did the Guardians? Omni-Man like, I really don't have to. Who you think they gonna believe? I'm the people's champ. You just a jobber. I'm John Cena. You're just D'Lo Brown. I'm on cereal boxes. You're on the toilet paper. We ain't same, bruh. We are not the same. Dark Blood said he won't give up because wifey already suspicious and his son would be too. Omni-Man told him to F off and darted off. The new Guardians were walking to the building where the OG Guardians would meet, which is also where they were slaughtered. Black Samson starts reminiscing, and Rex like, man, if I have to hear you talk about the glory days as a Guardian one more time. Rex points out some blood on the wall like, you missed the spot. Cecil says, it's a reminder to y'all of what could happen in case y'all think things are sweet around here. I'll have it cleaned up once y'all earn y'all keep. And then he leaves. Rex then has a small bonding moment with Monster Girl, as they seem to be alright now. Robot reminds Rex that he needs to keep things professional between him and old girl and keep whatever else out of it. I think Robot got a Drake playlist installed in his hardware, because he gets in his robotic feelings and basically tells Rex, don't play with her heart and don't do her like he did Adam, Eve, and Duplicate. Rex like, bruh, you tweaking, that's a whole child over there. I ain't into that, I don't want that. Robot like, good, I'm glad we got an understanding. The team of astronauts head out and Mark is chilling until Cecil tells him, yeah, there's Martians on the planet, so your real goal is to make sure that they make it back safely. The people, not the Martians. Mark like, I mean, you could have said something, but alright. Omniman and wifey start arguing, and she backing him into a corner. She says she feel like he hiding something, so instead of confessing, Big Homie put on his acting shoes and proceeded to cap his way out the conversation. He says he's been under a lot of stress, and with Mark getting his powers, he's scared for him, and doesn't want the same thing to happen to him that happened to the Guardians. Now that he has her empathy, she asks, what do they do now? Omniman says, well, I mean, Mark out the house for a while. I mean, let's go to that restaurant we ain't been to in a while. Not Red Lobster, but the other one. They end up going and things are looking good, but he still can tell she feel weight. And he was right, because she was like, yeah, I don't know. I still feel like you hiding something, Nolan. Back in the corner again, he pulls out his draw forward card and says, yes, I must confess. Cecil thinks I killed the Guardians, and he riding me pretty hard about it. This could be bad. They'd be like, oh no. Nolan like, oh yeah, so that means me and you and Mark, we gotta stick together. Be a unit. Be a family. You do trust me, don't you? Before she can answer, they hear screaming and notice that somebody must have gathered the Dragon Balls and summoned Shinron, because there's a huge dragon terrorizing the city. They'd be like, Nolan, there's a dragon. He ain't budging. He's still asking her if she trusts him. She's like, yeah, I trust you. Now there's a dragon. Nolan, do something. He's still just as calm as can be. Just, man, you don't know just how happy you made me. I'm glad to hear that. And he's still sitting there chilling. She like, bruh, are you gonna do something? He started chilling like, nah, I'm on vacation with my beautiful wife. Let Cecil earn his paycheck. This man's just evil, bro. I don't care. Like, he really about to let these people get wasted because he want to be petty. That's insane. Dark Blood was ambushed by Cecil and his men earlier, and they walked to a control room. Dark Blood like, what's the meaning of this? Cecil said, look, you ain't want to listen. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to have to do this, bro. You were supposed to drop the case, but you want to play Sherlock Homie. Bobby Hill get the book. Dark Blood confident like, man, that book been gone a long time ago. I'm good. But Cecil recovered it using AI technology. Bobby proceeds to channel his inner Raven from Teen Titans on some Azarath, Metrion, Synthos type energy, casting a spell. Cecil tells Dark Blood that he needs him out the way so he can find out why Nolan killed the Guardians. And just like that, Dark Blood is sent back to hell. Robot goes to a lab, kneels as he presents the blood sample, and we see who he really is. A bot, controlled by a deformed human in a pod. We see Miss Grace and Omni-Man talking, but as the camera pans over, we see a little something in the corner that was left as evidence for her to find by, guess who? Dark Blood. And that's where the episode ends.